Welcome to the I'm Still Here podcast. I'm your host, Heather Jose. In 1998, at the age of 26, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. It changed everything for us, but I'm still here. And we're here to talk to you about life with metastatic disease. We know it's not easy. We know that there are challenges that never get talked about, but we're here to walk with you through them, to show you some hope, some inspiration, and to help you make a plan so that you can join me in saying, I'm still here.
Okay, today we have a special guest, our first guest of season 2.
Of season 2?
Yes.
I'm the first?
You're the first?
Are.
Number 1.
Welcome back.
Hi, Jose.
The last and the first, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That's impressive.
That's exciting.
Kind of a big deal.
Well, one of the reasons that I wanted you to be on this Monday is it's your 23rd birthday.
Happy birthday in the wild.
So, and, on Mondays we're going to be talking more about kind of just life and kind of how we're getting through it. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the tools that I feel like you are incorporating into your life, and maybe how they've made them better. So I, over the course of, 25 years of living with cancer, have really come to understand that kind of when we can take control of our lives in different aspects, I think it benefits us all the way around. So
it's certainly not a cancer thing.
No, not a cancer thing at all, right? So I've kind of come up with 5 different building blocks. And I feel like when we are able to kind of say, yep, I know what I'm doing for each of these building blocks, then we can kind of build that life that we want, maybe on top of them. So I'm going to go through the categories quickly, and then we'll kind of go through them a little bit. Okay. So one of the building blocks, I believe, is financial. Just knowing what your plan is financially and not feeling overwhelmed by it. Self-care. Self-care can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Physical, which is like your physical health, right? Mm-hmm. And I did separate that out from nutrition because I feel like physical is more maybe the movement aspect where you want to be in terms of those kind of things. So physical, nutrition, and then mental/spiritual health. Yeah. Right? So I thought it would be interesting maybe to get your perspective on some of these things because I know what I do as a 50-year-old woman, blah, 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 a lot of my world talks about this kind of things, but I feel like you've kind of been on a journey recently where you have sort of kind of been like, okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of experimenting with some things in my own life, kind of.
And what led you to, why?
I don't know. I'm about to be 23 now, and I really don't want to take the wrong path, mm-hmm. physically and mentally. I really want to get myself in the best shape and the best mental headspace as I can, mm-hmm. to prepare myself for what comes next. Okay. I don't know why I made this decision, but I don't know. I think that gym culture and spirituality and everything is a lot more. It's a growing field, and especially in kids my age these days, and mm-hmm. it's a good one. I think it's positive. I think it helps people's mental states, and it helps them with confidence and just becoming a better person. And
it's really exciting to me to think that somebody your age is incorporating some tools that are healthy and can help you build kind of the life you want, without using other things, turning to other things, but also realizing like a lot of this is in my control, right? And it's
all in my control.
Yeah.
Everything that anyone does it's truly, they said, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. And I believe that. So
yeah,
I just love that this is 100% you. Like, you have decided this, you have made this plan, you are doing all these things. For so much of our lives, with me being your coach and me being your teacher, and me, it's been, hey, you should, and you've done a lot of that stuff. Yeah. But this is 100% you in all of this drive to do that. And when it's us making the decision and me making the plan and me making it just means so much more. So Really proud of you.
So before we get into the different pillars, I just have to ask, like we live in Michigan, we're Michigan fans. Has JJ McCarthy had an impact on you?
Kind of. Not really.
They probably don't even know who he is.
Okay.
No, he hasn't had like a big. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He won't see this, but
yeah.
He's definitely a great guy, and I can tell that how the way he carries himself. And we play the same position. I was a quarterback in high school. He's a quarterback, and he has a sort of pose that a lot of other quarterbacks and that you see at that level don't have. And
I just like that.
He's a young guy. He's 2 years younger than I am, and he's very mature for his age, and he's in touch with his spirituality, and he's a great dude, and you can tell just by the way he talks in his interviews and everything like that.
I was thinking specifically about the meditation, right? Like, which they've, kind of, it has been a focus a little bit of some of the pregame stuff and things talking about the fact that JJ meditates before every game.
Yeah.
And again.
To be in the moment.
To be in the moment.
And before, not after. Right then.
And, again, he started meditating because he was like kind of heading down that road of depression, and when he Googled like things to do, meditation was one of them that came up. So I just like, it's so cool to me to think, okay, like you, more than just like reading it, you can try it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I thought that was cool. All right, let's start out. Let's talk about like financial in terms of, what do you think? What are some of the changes that you've made from a financial standpoint that are different from a year ago?
So, I mean, I obviously moved back here. That was a big one.
Okay. And why did you move back here?
I didn't really have a choice. I moved back here, and there's no point in living 20 minutes away from your parents because you're just wasting money. So, I mean, if they allow it, live with your parents as long as you can, and you'll save a lot of money. I don't really eat out much. I mean, I guess I do, but I used to be eating out. I mean, I lived above Chipotle, so I was eating, if not once, at least twice a day. I was eating Chipotle, and McDonald's was next door, and it's just all these fast food areas, and every meal I ate was paid for, and that will drain your bank account.
Can I say one thing?
I'm single. That helps. I have all my money to myself, which makes it a lot easier.
Can we talk about things like credit score? Did you know what a credit score was 2 years ago?
Well, yeah, I knew what it was, but like I didn't really care for it. I didn't think I had the need to establish one or build one. So I mean, I have started building my credit score, and
and again, that's one of those things that a lot of times, like, I mean, people avoid it either because they know, oh gosh, there's nothing I can really do about it, or two, like, maybe they don't know about it. But like credit, I hate credit scores, I'll be honest. I think that they are impacted by things that aren't financial necessarily, and I think it digs a hole for young people, for all people, when they don't pay attention to them. So
for sure. Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's awesome that in a course of a month or two or whatever, like I'll hear you go, yeah, my credit score is this, or it's coming up, or
it's
whatever.
Going up every month,
right?
Well, not every month, but it's going up. It's jumped a lot. So.
With a lot of help of your sister, I think she's given you good advice and a great opportunity, right?
Yeah, she's very smart with her money, and she actually allowed me to. She put my name on her credit cards so that, I mean, when she makes her payments, it'll boost my credit score too, which is nice. I mean, I don't get to use the credit cards.
Nor should you be able to.
No, I probably shouldn't because I'd spend a lot of money. But
right.
No, it's just thank you, Sid, for that. But
no, but some of it too is just knowing who you are financially, right? So at this point, like you are working on it, but you probably shouldn't give yourself free reign to just go nuts with financial, right? Because you're not there yet.
I still overspend than I should, but no, I mean I've gotten way better. Like
you actually talk about things like a budget or things like considering where your money goes and taking on certain things. So
and you also have been considering a future budget. Whether that's going to a school of some sort, what that's going to be like. Then post school, as far as the amount of money you can make doing that job, and that's a consideration with what you're considering all that.
Yeah.
You're researching it on your own. You're looking at that stuff. That's just, you didn't do that 2 years ago.
No, yeah. That stuff's very important to me now because I do love living here, but I want to get out and I want to venture out on my own and I want to have my own life and my own money. So, I mean, if I want to
lose my roomie.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to do that, then I gotta go make my own money. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I appreciate how generous you guys have been, but, you know, it's my
Everybody's got to fly.
It's my turn to give back, too.
Yep.
I want to make enough money to be able to give back.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's talk about changes you've made from a physical standpoint.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working out a lot. I grew up working out around the football team. I was always in the weight room with the guys. And when I was in high school, I worked out a lot. I think between my junior and senior year, I lost 60 pounds. I didn't do it in a healthy way, but I did lose 60 pounds. I was 120 when I graduated. But no, I think I've been staying a lot more physically active recently. Just I've changed my diet. I've been working out.
What do you think? Does staying active physically help you mentally?
100%, yeah.
And here's the thing: you're doing it in a really healthy way. What I have been observing, and you're like, this is 100% self-commitment to this.
Yeah.
You're getting up on weekend days and going into the weight room at 8 a.m. or even earlier than that, and you're off that day. You like to sleep till noon.
I do.
I mean, that's a thing you would, and you're getting up and you're going into the weight room, I'm guessing alone.
Alone. Yeah.
Right? And working out and getting a great workout in and feeling good about yourself to start the day. That is 100% you.
Yeah.
I mean, that self-motivation is impressive.
I think that I do work out. My schedule right now is Thursday through Monday.
Yeah.
So I have Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not working out.
Okay.
I don't know how it somehow switched to that, but that is my new schedule. So I actually like it because it gives me some days off during the week. So, yeah, on the weekends, if I, like today, I just worked out in my room actually before this. I did some...
I'll give you an opportunity after this. We have a foot of snow out there, snow.
Well, I was going to drive up to the place I work and work out there, but it's, we have a winter wonderland, so... Mm-hmm. No, but if we wouldn't have got the storm, I probably would have been out of the door by 7, 8 a.m. worked out. So.
That's just impressive. That dedication. And why? I mean, what...
I don't know. It just makes me feel good. It makes my whole day better. I come home.
Yeah.
I can come home, take a quick nap, like hour or two.
Yeah.
And then I'm up and I don't have to worry about working out for the rest of the day. I can eat and then I can just, have a chill day or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So healthy. So good.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So let's talk about nutrition.
Okay.
How have you changed that?
Well, we recently just cooked a bunch of pre-meal prep or whatever. Mm-hmm. I used to just eat like at random times during the day. When we went to school, I would get double lunch every day. Usually would get breakfast in the morning and probably dinner from the gas station as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's good food.
It's great.
It sounds bad when you just said that.
No, it's tasty food.
It's delicious,
it's
but it's not healthy. I mean,
exactly.
It's delicious food, but it's not healthy, and you're eating a lot of calories. I was eating a lot of calories, and the one way to burn fat or lose weight is you burn more calories than you're taking in. So, right now I'm taking in about 1,000, a little bit.
That's ridiculously low.
But I'm not doing it. I'm not hungry. I'm not. And if I'm hungry, then I'll eat. Okay. Like last night, I had dinner. When I'd already eaten my meal prep earlier, but I had a little bit of that stir fry, whatever that was you cooked up, and it was good. And I checked my weight this morning. I'm still going down. So, and I'm not hungry. I'm not starving myself. I have protein shakes that I'm drinking, and
yeah.
For me, that's what works. Other people that might not work. I can handle the low calories because I don't know. My body just adjusts after a little while, but.
Yeah,
not for everyone.
The challenge for you will be to get to your weight and then figure out how to maintain it.
Right. Yeah.
So,
hopefully by then, I'll just be so addicted to working out that I'll just want to continue.
Well, I think nutrition-wise, though, one thing that I've noticed, I mean, you've never been a big vegetable guy, and I'm not saying you're a big one now, but you're definitely open to it now.
No, I mean, me and my buddy, we were eating carrots last night at like 1 a.m, so usually I would have been eating chips, but I was munching on carrots, so I mean,
those are the little changes though that make a big
huge
deal.
difference.
Yeah, no,
it's habits.
That's stuff like that will go a long way. If you're not eating a bag of Doritos at midnight, you're just eating some carrots and it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let's talk about, I think probably the biggest change for you has been like a mental / spiritual change.
Yeah, for sure. Where do you want to start, mentally or spiritually?
Well, do you think that...
I think both of them are connected, for sure.
Me too. Do you think that has guided everything else?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay. Talk to us about that.
I mean, back when I decided, hey, I'm going to start going to church and really give my life to God and fully invest myself into this, and I haven't been anywhere near perfect, and my relationship with God is getting worked on every day, but just being around people that are lovers of Christ, and being around not people that have their life together, but people who are trying people who know what they want, and people who are working, and you can tell they're working to better themselves. Being around that's driven me to want to do things even as small as cleaning up how I look and my style, and just, every day just trying to become better. And I don't know. I think for sure it has those two being connected, and wanting to protect my brain and not allowing myself to fall down into some lows or using self.
Let's talk about protecting your brain. What does that mean?
Well, it's sensitive. It's a sensitive muscle, your brain is. But it just means not allowing yourself to fall into depression or fall into these lows that people can fall into, or go too high even, and I don't know.
So when I think about protecting your brain, I mean, we talk so much on this podcast about protecting, kind of building this bubble the same way, in that I know that what goes in is I have to then deal with, right? So if I'm only putting, it's kind of like, that whole garbage in, garbage out situation.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to put a lot of garbage in, I'm going to have to process it. And that takes a lot of work, right? And some of those things, you can't unhear things that you hear, or you can't unsee things that you see.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, protecting your brain, from a social media standpoint, I still use my phone a lot. I'm on social media all the time. I scroll through all the apps, but I think what I see and what I absorb, you have a choice to let it affect you.
Has your feed changed over the last year?
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. But I still see a lot of the crap that everyone else sees. But you just have a choice. I mean, a lot of people will see something and they'll invest it'll change their day.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, you more 2 years ago compared to
yeah, but
when you're healthier mentally, it is easier.
But I mean, nowadays, if I see something and I just don't, it bothers me, I don't pay my mind to it, or I don't let it take over my whole day.
Yeah. So you've made these positive changes both physically and nutritionally, and going down that path. Do you have any social media goals, or is that not harming you, so you don't need to make those changes? And harm's the wrong word.
No. I mean,
I think we can all agree the time we spend on social media is not. Sure. We could be doing something better, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I love to laugh, and social media makes me laugh more than anything else. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just the truth. And I don't know. I love to laugh. Yeah. And so I'm always on there just sending funny videos back and forth with my friends. And a lot of people worry about social media because of the comparison people are making to other people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not. And you're going to hear this from anyone. It's their life on social media is not what it looks like.
It's a highlight reel, right?
It is. No one's going to post their bad days. And
yeah,
I don't even post my bad days.
No, I'm not going to either.
No, that's not the point of social media. So if you're letting what you're seeing and people with all this money and all these cars and all this whatever, this lifestyle that they're living, and you're letting that make you feel worse about yourself, then you need to look within, because if they are living that life, good for them. They've achieved something that not all of us are going to achieve, but...
Yeah, but don't you think, I feel like that has changed for you in the last few years too, in terms of like being envious of things, or being like, now I feel like you're more motivated to figure out how can I live the life that I want to live versus...
And that's not a life that everyone wants to live. Not everyone wants to go... Some people are content with what their life is, and it's not a very exciting life, or it's not a lot of things going on, and that's fine. If you're happy, you're happy. For me, I have lived this life of kind of small town, and I've been around. I've been to many places, But I've lived this small town life for a long time now, and I want more, and I'm gonna get more. So I believe that.
But
I'm
you're
gonna
not.
go do that.
You're not waiting for a break. You're
No, I'm
gonna
not waiting for
build
my break.
more.
I was for a while,
Right.
but it's not gonna happen. So if I want to go live the life and travel the world and drive the cars I want to drive, I'm gonna go do that. So I'm not waiting for my break. I'm gonna make it happen on my own.
Do you like have goals that you like from a physical standpoint, or do you just kind of think about I'm getting better every day?
Well, yeah, I think there is an end goal, but I think that if you stare at the end goal too much, it's good to keep it in sight. But if you stare at it too much, you're not gonna reach it. You need to be focused on what did I do today that I am better than yesterday. How am I better today than I was yesterday? If that's your focus every single day, time flies by. Especially nowadays, I think we can all agree time is oddly going by quick. So
Welcome to adulthood.
yeah, so I mean, if you just focus on short-term goals, then you'll be fine. And I'm not to my goals yet at all, but I'm better today than I was last week. And that's to me, that's all I need.
So what are some things, I agree with that, that's awesome. What are some things you've incorporated that have made the biggest difference? Some of those daily things that really have...
Well, obviously not sleeping in, that's a big one. I've been reading my Bible a lot more. That helps me a lot. Working out, I was working out like 3 days a week. Now I'm 5 days a week. My diet has completely changed.
Do you feel better?
I feel way better. I do go on my phone, but I don't spend all day on my phone.
Yeah. Have you tried meditation? Or not really?
I haven't really tried it, but I mean, I've done like breathing exercise. Like if I'm feeling anxious about something, I will put everything away and I'll just breathe. And
It's hard. Meditation's hard for me to actually be in this moment and not think about 5 minutes from now or think about what I did.
Yeah.
To literally only be in the moment is so hard for me.
That's why I think,
My mind just...
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like visualization is a lot easier than meditation, and it's a good way to kind of get into that kind of stuff where you can listen to a guided visualization and kind of get the effects of that, but it does keep your mind occupied versus meditation is like the clearing of your mind, which is so challenging.
Hard.
Yeah, the way
Sounds
that
easy.
I clear my mind, and this isn't going to be for everyone, but I pray. I mean, before I go to bed, I pray for a while, and I it's not like I'm praying this scripted prayer. I'm just talking to God, and I do that. I find myself doing that at random times throughout the day. I'll be at work just in my head praying, and I don't know. For me, that's my way of just okay. It's in His hands now, and He will fulfill my needs, and I truly believe that as long as I keep pursuing Him and loving Him. So that's what my form of therapy and meditation is.
Yeah.
So I mean.
The only thing we didn't talk about was self-care, which a lot of these things are really self-care type of things. But what do you do just for yourself as a pick-me-up? Are there things that you feel like are just good for you, or maybe something to kind of go, a reward for doing something?
I think social media for him is a little bit of a self-care. Like, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh for half an hour.
I'm going to have
watching
fun.
these stupid videos.
Yeah, I'm going to... My self-care is not allowing others to affect myself. Okay. And I think that goes a long way. And I just think, like you said, if I want to laugh, I'm going to go laugh for 30 minutes. If I want to take a nap, I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah.
If I want to, when I'm at work, if I want to, have fun, I'm going to have some fun, and we're going to crack jokes and whatever. It's just, you don't have to live in this, this world, I feel like, puts so much pressure on people. And I think just being how you want to be when you want to be, and not always, you have to be professional sometimes, but I think just being yourself goes a long way.
I agree. I think I think what you're hitting on there in terms of recognizing who you are and what works for you is great, right? Like we are a society that's like sleep less, work more, and that's just not great for people,
No, not at all.
And so
you need to find balance.
And work smarter and all of those kind of things. So anyway, what are you hoping that 23 brings?
23.
He's turning
3 years old.
Oh,
Yes.
she got me too. I was thinking, 23 was last
23 years of age in 2024?
I am hoping that it just brings me happiness and time with my family. More time with my family. I mean, I spend a lot of time with you guys, but like our external family and friends that we've been hanging out a lot more. So I hope to see them just as much as we did last year. I hope that I get in a lot better shape physically and get a lot closer to God and just continue being better every day. I want to go back. I was saying I do hope that our family and friends, we all hang out a lot more, but the other two I'm going to do. So there's no question about that.
Yeah. That's mindset. That's big stuff to be changing the way you're talking about things is a huge thing. So
yeah, there's our pastor at church, or the leader of our group, he always says, don't say you're going to try to do something, say you're training to do it. So that's huge. And when I heard that, I kind of started to live by that. Because if you say you're trying, then you're already putting yourself back. But if you're training to do it, then you're in the works. So
yeah, I would always change. I still change things to, instead of if, but when, right?
Yeah.
Like if this, no, when this.
No.
So.
No, if you don't have a negative mindset about anything, you can achieve it. I believe that.
Wow, that's impressive, Ty. It's impressive that this is all coming from you. Seriously, it's just such a change.
No, I know,
and people can't appreciate that because they don't know.
Yeah, last year I was completely opposite. I'd have told you that.
No, you'd have told us a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And then gone and done the opposite.
Yeah.
Really? No, it's just the truth. And I'm just so proud of you right now.
But I think
just
the other thing
mindset.
that's so impressive, I just want other people to realize that it doesn't matter how old you are. You can make these changes in your brain. You don't have to be a certain age. You have access to learning how to make yourself, the person you want at any age. And there's
age.
And
tools are definitely a lot more accessible when you're younger, but you for sure, you have, at any age you can make the change. You can make a change.
I just think sometimes it's not as cool to make a change when you're younger, right? Like you're supposed to be your wild whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
And
everyone's kind of, I feel like, has gone through that phase of,
right.
Well, not everyone, but
right.
And I know people who haven't, but yeah, you're right. It's more cool when you're younger to kind of be as free and do whatever you want and not worry about whatever.
But the discipline of taking care of yourself every day is also something that really adds to your mental state and allows you to really become the person you want to be.
Yeah, all of this boils down to discipline, and he taught me a lot of discipline even from a young age, just because he was military, and I feel like he's a very disciplined person. So just seeing that growing up, but I've been disciplined, I think, growing up, but I've always gone away from it. But
I
right now I'm more disciplined than I've ever
I think this is the thing, though. Discipline can look a lot of ways. Like, I'm not going to be the person that just because I don't work out at 7 o'clock in the morning says, oh, then that time's over, I'm not going to get a workout in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also to
you're
have
a little weird, though.
The flexibility and freedom is so important to me personally. Like, that to go, okay, no, I'm not saying it's shot for the day. I can, revisit it at 3 o'clock, or if I'm really have a lot of energy at 8 o'clock, I can do it then. What works for us, but
yeah, for sure.
So one final question with this is, have you set up where you're accountable to anybody for all of this stuff?
So last episode,
do you check in with people?
Last episode I said that God holds me accountable. Weightlifting and stuff, I don't check in with anyone, but I mean, I could, but I feel like if I'm saying I'm doing all this stuff, you guys are around me a lot, and I'm not working out, you guys are going to notice. Yeah. So I think that kind of right there holds me accountable.
But it's different when you say, you just told us, I want to work out 5 days a week. You got specific on this, and now, yes, you can be accountable. I can hold you accountable. Go, hey, what's up? You not working out?
For sure.
Let's go.
But I don't report to anyone.
Okay. Because accountability is huge in our life.
I actually just recently quit vaping, and I do have a friend that is holding me accountable for that.
Good.
And she's a blessing, honestly. She brought it up to me, and it's funny because when she brought it up, I was like, yeah, I've been actually wanting to do this for a while. So she's been keeping me in her prayers and holding me accountable for that, and I've been going strong. So, and I feel great, and it's been amazing. So
All right. Well, that comes to the end of our time here. Thank you very much for coming on again, for being the lead-off guest for 2024. And happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
And until next time, I'm glad you're
still here.
All right.